Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen with a summary of Around the Verse, Mocap Mo Light, looking at scramble races in space, procedural space station updates, a recent Mocap Shoot, and a question about music in-game from Spectrum. The Evocati are getting ready to test object container streaming, apparently. From the information we have, we do know that there's supposed to be two Evocati builds simultaneous to each other, one with object container streaming and one without. We don't know exactly what's going to be in those builds yet, nor will we be able to talk about them until they go on to a first wave PTU basis. Fine-tuning for scramble races is ongoing. Lighting for space has previously been an issue. Asteroids that are not getting any light can appear almost invisible sometimes and cause players to ram into them. For scramble races in space, this can be solved. They have tried multiple solutions, but settled on placing low-intensity bulbs and lights around the asteroid arenas. And it looks like that in space, that scramble races will be confined to these asteroid arena zones. Asteroids may still be hard to see, but they aren't super difficult in these areas anymore. And they are looking at building cube maps on the fly and global illumination stuff as well for general lighting in space for like dark areas. The idea is they want a small amount of light everywhere and then more specific lighting for certain areas. They don't really want an area to be pitch black if possible. Base stations that we're getting in 3.3 are evolving. So the rest stops, they're procedurally generated and they can now be done various sort of like shapes externally and internally with different liveries and color schemes as well now. Lots and lots of the pieces are coming together and they can get lots and lots of different variety for them. They've been testing fully docking inside one of these rest stop hangars as well. So on each of these space stations, there are large hangars for ships to dock in, and they've been docking staff areas inside. So those internal hangars are massive. There has been various props and clothing updates for Lorville, with hanging clothes and trash cans and lots of little props as well. They've been working on ships' onboard power systems as well, so they're making the power systems more consistent in how they react. So if you lose some power, then you might have certain systems turning off in a specific order based on needs and priorities. Even your MFDs, your multifunction displays, will require power. So you'll want to manage your power systems manually sometimes to put more power into shields or weapons. But you can also tweak your default system priorities to sort of like work out what systems are vital if you're having power issues. So you might not want your shields to turn off first if you are having lots of power systems. You might want the engines to turn down to 10%, things like that. It allows you to have as much micromanagement as you want by tweaking stuff manually, but you can leave like the priorities to a predefined order and set if you want as well. The audio team has been working on various things. The Kana assault rifle, footstep, weight distribution. Each foot has its own audio identity, as well as crouching, smaller steps, kind of like a quieter as well now. You'll be able to focus your audio by looking at your own feet, for example. This will allow you to hear things more clearly. But they also showed a little while ago, if you literally look at a conversation or people talking, you can hear that a bit more clearly. It drowns out the rest of the sound nearby. Probably quite a good system. We'll have to wait and see if it allows you to see people sneaking about. There was a recent week-long Mocap Shoot in the UK at the start of September for some generic NPCs for the Star Citizen Persistent Universe that players may meet at landing zones. They capture audio and facial work simultaneously too, and then sync that to the motion capture that they have. The animation team then polish it, and it's all put into the game engine. This work will be used in 3.3 as well as 3.3.5 for FPS AI and some of the Lorville NPCs, as well as maybe something for Citizencon. Talking about Citizencon, there are less than 50 tickets available for Citizencon if you want to go to the actual IRL, real-life, proper event thing. Less than 50 is pretty good going so far. Hopefully they're fully sold out. The winners of CIG's motion capture competition were announced. AR Foghorn, Kinshadow, Volos, and Hydrosa one. I look forward to seeing their emotes at Citizencon. I can't read names very well, especially when they're made up names. The sneak peek that I missed the other day in the newsletter was that of a cyclone in a red color scheme. But there's also a question on music and realism on Spectrum. Should music be in game, or should it be more diegetic or removed or whatever? Barney Oram, CIG, answered that question. Ultimately, we're creating an experience, an immersive cinematic experience. Music is a key factor in that. Realism, in this case, is a very loose concept when we're looking to create a game that is compelling, that is emotive. Music is a very important part of that, realistic or otherwise. Everything in the game, weapons, footsteps, ships, doors opening and closing, the music, it is constructed with the intention of making the game as good as it can be. When we need to make a new sound for a weapon, for example, do we record any old gun and then just throw the recording into the game? No, we spend many hours thinking and creating, taking sounds from different places, different sources, combining them together, crafting something that is bigger than the sum of its parts, and something that creates a feeling in the player. We deliberate over these sounds, we put time and effort and hard work into making them perfect for the game, perfect for the player, perfect for the experience. The same goes for music. Pedro lovingly creates music, that's Pedro Camacho I'm assuming he's talking about, that is intended to convey meaning and emotion to the player. It is informational, it is important. Of course, we'll be continuing to add more music to the game. It is part of the core experience. We understand and appreciate that not everyone will want music, and that's totally fine. We do include an option for the music to be turned down or turned off during gameplay. This will neither be enforced nor the option removed at any time in the future. Today's video is brought to you by F-Secure Total, premium cybersecurity for you and your devices. It includes Safe, an award-winning internet security suite, protecting you from ransomware, viruses, and while browsing the web. Freedom VPN, giving you net privacy, a way to access otherwise inaccessible content, while being secure and anonymous even on public Wi-Fi. Key, a password manager, allowing you to store your passwords securely and access them from any device. Total protects you and your device. You can try F-Secure Total, Internet Security and Privacy Suite free for 30 days. You can also use the code BoredGamer to get 20% off a subscription. Check out the links below for more information. Every month we have a ship giveaway. This time for September, it's a Saber Raven, a game package, and a Citizencon digital goodies pack. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on any of my videos during the month. Thanks for watching, guys. I look forward to your comments. Take care, and I'll see you in the verse.